Hey, so in today's video, I'm going to talk about the problem with cold showers that most people have. So I'm Matthew. I'm starting up this new channel back in 2020. My podcast was acquired, and here I am now, 2026, starting off something brand new. So subscribe if you want to catch more content like this. So what's today's content about? It's essentially this idea of cold showers, right? I think a lot of people are obsessed with these productivity hacks, these sleep studies or being able to optimize your nutrition in a way that's going to, let you fuel your day properly. And to me, a lot of that's just kind of, distracting, right? It's like productivity procrastination tips, essentially. Because if I'm spending my willpower trying to get into a cold shower and like break into this new routine that then helps my work, I'm not focusing on the work. So for me, what I have found over the years, just getting into the work, however you get that done, that's the focus, and those are the results. So whether I'm doing cold showers or not doesn't matter. What matters is the work. And so I think a lot of people, when they're sort of, if their sleep's not right, if they're not eating okay, if they're not drinking water, these really basic, substantive things, then it's no point in trying to optimize, your supplements, or are you getting enough, like vitamin D. It's like these other things just don't matter as much as just laying down the foundation of, sleeping well, waking up, getting to your work. You know, and then I'll say this about cold showers. I think about it where the second piece of this is sort of, if you have to use all this willpower to try to do something like a cold shower and you're struggling through it and it's painful, I think that's like that's again that's you're procrastinating on the wrong things because you're using that energy somewhere else. And if you're gonna do something like cold showers, the way I've implemented it is essentially I treat it as basically like brushing my teeth. It's not something that's up for decision. It's sort of something where, hey, I've read a couple books on it. The Wim Hof method. I've looked into the science, and it doesn't have to be crazy, extreme, Arctic temperatures. But I learned that it was basically 60 degrees is kind of the tipping point. So if you're at that point, it's considered a cold shower for the benefits. So I treat it as, again, like brushing my teeth. And what I mean by that is I don't really have a choice in the matter. It's not like, oh, should I do this? Is it going to be, am I feeling for it right now? It's just sort of like, okay, I got to do it, doing it, done, out. So at the end of every shower, 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes now, cold shower, just that's it. I'm not thinking about it. I'm not fighting. Should I do it? Should I not do it? Is this the right thing? Does it really work? It's just like brushing my teeth, just going to do it and move on my day. I'm not spending 5, 10 extra minutes or 15 minutes extra minutes just, hey, I want to do this. I'm talking, that's all cut out. Just get to the work, get to the habit, get it done. And I've talked about this before in another video. Definitely check it out. Where this idea of resistance, and I talked about in the War of Art, a great book by Stephen Pressfield, where eliminating resistance often is more effective with the time that you have, rather than just sort of engaging into the habit. So sort of with the same thing with cold showers. If you are trying to do it, and it could be any habit. It could be, getting into work and working on your first project of the day, the toughest thing. It could be, trying to sell a new prospect on a product or a service. And it's sort of, that's like your big thing that you want to get into, is sort of developing your cold call skills, or, developing a new marketing pitch, whatever that big thing is that you're going after. If you observe that, instead of just doing it and treating it like brushing your teeth, if you're fighting it and you're adding that resistance, it's not a winning formula. Same thing with like these videos this year. I'm having a lot of fun just getting it done. I'm not thinking, should I do it? Is now the right time? Is this the best time to post? None of that. There's no mental clutter. There's no waste of energy. It's just get in, do it, and just roll with it. So that's what I got today. This idea of, if you're engaging in anything that's tricky or tough, and you know it's the right thing to do, kind of treat it as just brushing your teeth, something that you just have to do. And for me, I'm gonna stop fighting myself. It's been really effective in installing these kind of new habits. And so yeah, subscribe if you want more little tips and tricks I've gotten from books. Again, I'll be focusing on kind of entrepreneurial techniques that I've learned over the years to drive value internally. I'll probably draw from stories of being an entrepreneur, when quitting my job and pursuing that full time for a few years. But today, that's where I'm at. Authenticity wins out. So I'm going to speak from the heart in terms of where I'm at, what I'm learning. And of course, I'll kind of pull in the case studies and examples of things I've done before. But yeah, would love if you subscribe and then leave a comment today. What's something that you're going to be like, wait a minute, yeah, I'll just treat it like brushing my teeth and see how it goes. Let me know what new habit you're trying to install. And again, let's try to get back to the work, get it done, and seeing some results. So, till next time.